Stefanik line starting out. Stenari on the right wing, Chan on the left wing, Bustamante and Eisenberg on the back end. The referee calling the teams here to center ice, and there's puck drop. St. Louis drives it into the Duck zone here early on. Cross ice over to Bustamante. Bustamante goes right back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg picks it up there in the far corner. Zips it back over to Bustamante. He chips it up to Chan. Chan gets the wheels moving. He gets chopped away. The puck gets chopped away at center ice and back into the Duck zone. Eisenberg over there battling for the puck. Blues came away with it. Gets chipped back down just to the left of Koenig. Koenig starting the game for the Ducks here. He puts a glove on it. Face off coming to the right of him. It's a little more tough picking up who's playing through this net, but I'll continue to do the best job possible. Stenari gets pinched off on the entry. Or sorry, that was Moxham. Niedermeyer with the puck behind the net. Getting things set up, chips it up to Moxham. Moxham goes right back to center ice to Lipinski, or to Paco. Paco with Lipinski. Feeds him on the right wing, just out of his reach. Moxham comes in, picks it up on the half wall, drives it back down behind St. Louis's net. St. Louis comes away with it. St. Louis is able to chip it out into the neutral zone. Niedermeyer holds up nicely on the blue line, makes a nice little move, zips it in, and it just trickles just past the goalie, but not across the line. He reaches back and grabs that. So Niedermeyer picks it up on the neutral zone, walks the blue line, waits for his teammate to get inside, makes a nice little move, zips it in on net, and St. Louis makes a save. 13:35 left in the first period. Just getting underway here in Detroit. St. Louis drives it in on the left side, comes off the wall, back out into the slot area, but picked up by the Ducks. Grant jumps on it, generates some speed, has Stefanik streaking down the slot area. Grant pulls up in the right-hand corner, drives it down below to Stefanik. Stefanik tried going right back out to him. Or I'm sorry, that's Ben Ivy. Blues streak into the Duck zone, and the Ducks break that up. Comes right back out to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy, one guy to beat. Gets the puck chopped away from him. Stenari comes in, jumps on a loose puck. He drives it in, but it's blocked down before it makes its way in. Blues stretch pass, intercepted. Stenari drives it right back down to Stefanik. He walks around a player, comes right back down to Stenari. Stenari backhands it out, gets chopped over to the far side. Bustamante comes in and has a big collision. Baker comes over, cross ice to Stefanik. Stefanik generates, gets it up to Chan. Chan breaks in on the left side, met with some pressure. Stefanik comes in and levels the guy. Bustamante at the right side. He gets chipped down. Now the Blues go out into the neutral zone. Eisenberg back there picks it up. He gets chipped up and no call. Ducks go cross ice. Lipinski picks it up on the far side. He goes up, chips it out, and the Blues drive it right back into the Ducks' end. Stefanik picks it up, chips it up nicely. Lipinski, 2-on-2 develops. Lipinski pulls into the slot. Now Ben Ivy joins the rush. Or I'm sorry, Eisenberg joins the rush. Centering attempt broken up. Blues drive it right back out. So the Ducks got some great momentum going right now. Bustamante generates some speed through the neutral zone. Pulls up at the red line. Back sings back up. So I have a little technical difficulty with my monitor. It fell away from me. Blues cut through the neutral zone, drive it back into the Ducks' end. Eisenberg picks it up back there in the far side corner, pulls up from some pressure. Bustamante's got it from the back end, drives it up to Moxham. Moxham headmans it to Paco. Paco gets it over to Lipinski and then rushes through the slot area. Moxham comes in, rips it just wide. Niedermeyer pinching down low, drives it to Paco. He gets it right back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer zips it and just wide. Son picks it up on the back end. He chips it down into below the net. Nobody there. Paco in on the forecheck. Niedermeyer holds it in the zone, walks the blue line, zips it just wide. Moxham's going to jump on the loose puck. Blues get to it, and they're able to hoist it out. So Niedermeyer back there to pick it up. Teams go for a change. Niedermeyer zips it over to Son. Son comes right back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer chips it up to Ben Ivy, just beyond his reach. Blues jump on the loose puck. Comes over. Jack Ivy's going to pick it up on the half wall. Gets it over into the slot area to Ben. He's unable to pull the trigger. He drops it right back down to Grant. Grant with some body contact knocks the Blues off the puck. Ben comes back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer zips it just wide. Son's going to pinch down on the half wall, drive it into the far side corner. Ducks are all over. I like the energy the Ducks came out with here. Niedermeyer drives it back down low. Grant's going to jump on the loose puck. Gets just beyond his reach. Comes out. Son pinches down, holds it in. Jack Ivy picks it up on the half wall, zips it into the slot. Nobody there, cut off by the Blues. Comes back to Son. He zips it back over. Loose puck. And the net gets knocked off. It's Maureen's. Ben and Jack trying to kick it up to their six to hoist it into the empty net. And all the pressure, the goalie kicks the net off and keeps the puck from finding the back of it here. 9:38 left in the first period. Ducks all over the Blues here early on. Gotta fix some things here. Sorry. Bodies flying here early. Ducks with some more puck pressure in the offensive zone. Blues trying to get out. And we got a call here. Don't know what's going on. Interference call. See who's going to the box. Looks like it's Williams getting called for interference. So the Blues are going to get a first power play opportunity here. Face-off coming outside the zone. Comes back to Bustamante. Bustamante circles back into his own end. Chips it out. Blues get it back into the neutral zone. Cut across the red line, gain the red line, dump it into the Ducks end. Bustamante grabs it back there, circles into the corner, cycles it back to his partner. And Ducks able to send it out. No, the Blues hold it in, step up on the blue line. They zip it in on Koenig. He gives a little bit of a rebound. Ducks jump on the loose puck and ice the puck. And in 14 and under hockey, you cannot ice the puck on a power play, or the face-off gets put right back into your own end. So that's what's going on here. Blues drive it in the corner. Son jumps on it. Paco's able to chip it out. In on the forecheck. Blues come out near side, miss their target. Son jumps on that, drives it right back into the Blues end. Blues try again near side. Able to find some open ice, generate some speed, cut into the Duck zone, pull into the right corner, send it into the side of the net. Puck works its way over the far side. Blues working the perimeter. Niedermeyer's going to jump on that. He's going to drive it, but it got met with some pressure. Blues pinch down. Son jumps on the loose puck. Tries to drive it up through traffic, comes right back to him. Blues get it back on the back end there. Walk the blue line. Drop it down to the half wall. Miss the target. Comes down to Son. Blues come away with it out of the corner. Centering attempt broken up by Stenari. Stenari jumps on the loose puck and just hoists it smartly down. Tried to feather it down, but the puck makes its way down past the goal line, and that's icing again. So face-off coming just to the left or right of Koenig. 8 seconds left on the penalty to Williams. 7:30 left in the first period. Puck tied up in the face-off circle. Blues come back and come out in the neutral zone by themselves. Baker picks it up. He loses an edge. Williams out of the box. Baker picks it up in the corner. Goes cross ice over to his partner, Bustamante. Bustamante gets met with some pressure. Puck driven back in. Bustamante jumps on it with some speed. Gets the puck chopped off of his stick. Baker in on the check. Moxon back there covering some D position there. Puck gets chipped up. Baker comes in, knocks his guy out. Ducks are coming out hitting this team right out early on with all kinds of pressure, but unable to solve this goaltender so far. Puck stretch pass to Stefanik. Stefanik down the left side. Big rebound. Goaltender reaches out and grabs it before it lands on the ice for the streaking Lipinski, looking for the rebound. So Jack Ivey stepping in on the faceoff. Pushes the puck back to Brother Ben. Comes back to Bustamante. He walks the blue line and zips it back in. Big rebound. Chopped at by Grant. Jack picks it up on the mid-wall. Gets it back out to Grant. Grant tried to chip it up to himself, but didn't make its way through. Blues jump on the loose puck. Enter the zone. They come in. Zip it on Koenig. He puts out a big rebound in the slot. Ducks drive it into the corner. Pick it back up on the breakout through the neutral zone. Grant on the forecheck. Blues drive it right back into the Ducks' end. Bustamante picks it up there on the far side. Zips it up to Ben Ivey. Ben cuts off the wall. Cuts through. Generates speed through the neutral zone into the Blues' end. Big rebound. Kicked into the corner. Grant drives his guy into the boards. Puck comes back into the Ducks' end. Son jumps on it. Trying to catch Niedermeyer, trying to catch the Blues on a line change with some speed. Blues able to get out of trouble there. Stefanik back to pick it up. He makes a nice little move. Chips it up. Nobody here on this side. Blues jump on it and drive it right back into the Ducks' end. Son picks it up over on the far side. Gets it back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer chips it up to Chon. His centering attempt broken up, misses the target. Blues drive it right back down into the corner. Centering attempt broken up. Chon comes in. Another centering attempt broken up. Son comes in, is able to chip it out. Stenari's on the forecheck. Oh, no call. Good. Stenari got away with a little bit of chop trip there. Zips it in on goal. Paco gets it back to Son. Son drives it right back down. Stenari trying to work through some traffic behind the net. Pick it up. Somebody got tripped up back there. So Blues jump on the loose puck. They are able to skate it out of the zone. They come in, drive it in on Koenig. He sucks it up, no rebound. So Ducks with all kinds of scoring opportunities, unable to solve the Blues goaltender early on. 4:26 left here in the first period. Baker jumps on the loose puck. He chips it up and out. Mocks him in on Chase. Mocks him and Paco in there. Puck trickled loose, comes back to Baker. Baker picks it up. He backhands it right back up to Paco. Paco gets it right back to Moxham. Oh, Moxham just missed picking it up. Paco holds up on the blue line. Stays with it, then gets knocked off the puck. Blues jump on the loose puck, enter the Duck zone. They zip it in. Big rebound. Kick back into the corner. Moxham wraps it around the boards. Picked up by Lipinski. Lipinski peels off the boards, sends it up to Baker. Baker generates some speed through the neutral zone, pulls in, drops it for Williams, but gets knifed off of his stick. 2-on-1 develops the other way. Ben Ivey back on D, holding that. Big centering pass. Big save. Oh, they did score. I thought Koenig came over and kept it out of the back with the sliding pad save, but the Blues capitalized on a 2-on-1, drop pass to Williams, poked off of his stick, and go the other way with a 2-on-1. Blues make no mistake, and they score here with 3:29 in the first period. Take a 1-0 lead. So Jack drives it in. Blues looking for the breakout. Stretch pass. Broken up there, but comes right to a Blues player. Bustamante comes and knocks him off. Puck comes out, chips it up to Grant. Gets poked off of his stick. Another 2-on-1 develops. Goes the other way. Bustamante smartly goes down, breaks that up. He takes his guy into the boards. Puck goes back. Centering attempt broken up. Bustamante jumps on it. Stretch passes it up to Stenari. Stenari gets the wheels moving. Drops it back to Bustamante. Bustamante tried feeding it cross ice to Ivy. That's broken up by the Blues. Drop pass goes the other way, and another 2-on-1 is going to develop. Eisenberg jumps back nicely and breaks that up. Ducks wrap it around, held in by St. Louis, driven back down into the corner and behind the net. St. Louis picks it up here, far side corner. Wow, another centering attempt, tip in on Koenig. He keeps it out. Ducks are able to get it out and drive it all the way down, and that's icing. 2:16 left here in the first period. St. Louis 1, Ducks 0. Face-off coming up to the left of Koenig. Son comes in, picks up the loose puck, goes up the far side board, centering attempt, chipped up to Moxham. Moxham pulls into the zone, drops it back to Paco. Paco drives it deep. Lipinski gets the puck chipped just beyond him. And another 2-on-2 develops. The puck goes the other way. Son comes in, breaks that up. Niedermeyer's going to pick it up in the corner. Go cross ice. Hits Lipinski on the right wing. Moxham's coming down to help out, and Lipinski zips it in, and the goaltender just gloves it down. So Ducks loosening up here, playing a little bit of sloppiness, and letting some 2-on-1s develop. Let's see. Let's hopefully they correct that here quickly. So puck comes around near side here. Out in the neutral zone, Ben Ivy jumps on it, chips it over to Grant. Grant chips it up to Jack, just out of his reach. Gets forced out in the neutral zone. Niedermeyer generates some speed down the right wing. Pulls up, centering attempt, comes right back to him. Works his way near side, comes right back to Son. Son drives it right back to Niedermeyer. He chips it down to Ben Ivy in the corner. He's met with two Blues down there. Niedermeyer comes in to help him out, but the puck comes away the Blues side. Blues able to chip it up and out in the neutral zone. Blues gain the red line, drive it in, go for a change. Grant back there to pick it up. He's going to generate some speed. Pulls in, drops it back. Stefanik gets a backhand on it, chips it down to Chon. Chon, centering attempt, broken up. Comes back, centering attempt again, cut off by the Blues. Go the other way. Blues cut into the slot area. Another big rebound picked up by Stenari. Stenari chips it out to Chon. Chon nicely chips it up to himself. Now the Ducks are going to have a 2-on-1, but that gets broken up by the Blues. Chon's got the puck again below, and that gets knifed off and taken away from him. Baker comes in and sends it in, but cut down by the Blues. Blues able to chip it up. Baker cuts that off. Gets the puck lifted out of his way, and that's going to do it for the first period. Ducks all over the Blues, but the Blues come away with a 1-0 lead after one. Good action. Puck drop coming up right now. Looks like the Stefanik line out. Lipinski on the left wing. Williams and Baker on the back end. Baker peels away from pressure. Kicks it up to himself. Blues jump on the loose puck. Centering attempt. Blocked back behind the net. Williams picks that up. Baker jumps on the loose puck. Chips it up to himself. And drives it up. And no, he doesn't get it out. Now he comes in, follows through, pulls it out into the neutral zone. Puck works its way back to Williams. Williams looking to stretch pass. He generates some speed. Cuts across the red line. Cuts into the Blues right side. He comes in, drives it in, big rebound, gets chopped away from Lipinski. Lipinski wraps it around, and Williams comes down, knocks down the clearing attempt. Blues win the race to the puck, beat Baker to the puck. Stefanik comes back to help him out. Stefanik peels away from pressure, cuts through the red line, neutral zone red line, cuts into the right side. He zips it in just wide of the net. Ben Ivy picks it up on the far side. He looks to cut to the center. Bustamante chips it down to Eisenberg. Eisenberg's drive deflects off a stick high and into the netting. And we'll have a face-off coming to the left of the St. Louis goaltender. So puck gets driven behind the St. Louis net. They go high off the glass. Comes out of the zone. Bustamante drives it back. That's offsides. Yep. So the ref's right there. Puck gets chipped in and offsides. Jack steps in, pushes it forward, comes back, goes right back to his brother Ben on the far side there, comes up, chips it up to Stenari. Stenari generates some speed, cuts into the right-hand side. He gets driven in, fights through traffic, though, pulls into the corner, zips it over to Ben. Ben walks out, gets it back to Bustamante, but sends it into his feet. Comes right back down to Ben in the corner. Ben peels away from pressure. Sending it up to Stenari. Stenari makes no mistake. What a spin away from pressure by Ben Ivy to backhand it into find Stenari all alone in front of the goaltender. Stenari makes no mistake about it, but finds the back of the net here to tie things up with 13:08 left in the second period. Just a reminder, if you miss something, you can easily rewind real quick, rewatch it. So Grant on the loose puck. Niedermeyer comes in to help him out. He generates some speed, cuts into the right-hand side corner. Centering attempt, broken up. Wraps around near side, comes to Son. Son drives it right back down to Bustamante on the half wall. He goes cross ice to Niedermeyer, who drives it in, but this goaltender for St. Louis finds that into his glove. So good puck movement here by the Ducks. Paco steps in. He chops it into the far side corner. Grant in on the forecheck. Comes just beyond Chon's reach. Paco drives it right back in. Another shot in on net. St. Louis wraps it around. They're able to get it out. This time Chon cuts that off. Back into their own end. Stretch pass up to Grant. Grant generates some speed. He pulls into the left-hand side. Circles around behind the net, fights through some pressure. Has some help from Chon. Puck tied up on the half wall there. Baker drives it over to Williams, gets chopped off. Another little miscue by Baker to Williams. He comes back, recovers, pulls into the zone, zips it over to the far side. Lipinski zips it in, big rebound. But the St. Louis goalie is able to pounce on it. So Stefanik in on that. Pushes it forward. Nice little move. Oh, man. Had Moxham on the left side. Stefanik pushed it up like he does so well. Has Moxham that just got handcuffed on it. Oh, man, had a wide open net. Baker stretch pass. That gets cut off. Williams comes back to help him out. Williams cuts across the red line, gets the puck knifed off of his stick, comes over to Stefanik. Stefanik drives it in but hits the back of Williams. Stretch pass out of the box. Or it looked like they had somebody out of the box. So St. Louis is doing the same thing a lot of the East Coast teams do. They're like trying to sneak a guy behind the Ducks D and stretch pass to hit him, but that was unsuccessful. Ducks got to be aware of that. So Jack Ivy's line steps in. Things mixing up. Got Stenari on the right side. Brother Ben on the left. Eisenberg comes away, chips it up. Ben's got it at the red line. Gains the red line. Dumps it into the St. Louis zone. Jack Ivy on the forecheck. Puck comes loose. Blues go the other way. Stenari on the back check. Causing some issues. Big send in on Koenig. Koenig gets his pad out. St. Louis worked through some duck pressure and was able to backhand it in on Koenig. He kicks it into the corner. Bustamante drops it into the corner. Nobody there. Blues able to drive it right back down. Blues with some offensive zone pressure. Bustamante coming over. He backhands it up off the extension. Comes into the slot, but then picked up by Ben. Ben generates some speed. He pulls into the left-hand side. Nice little toe drag, but gets met with some back pressure by the Blues. Blues stretch pass. Eisenberg cuts that in, holds that into the zone. He steps off the wall, makes a nice little move, but gets the puck knifed off of his stick into the corner. Has some support by Patko. Had Bustamante dropping down and calling for the puck, but he was unable to get it to him. St. Louis able to chip it out. Chon comes over, breaks that up. Eisenberg pinches that off. Puck comes back out and in. Eisenberg stretch pass, gets cut off by the Blues. Bustamante comes in, cuts that off. A little bit of back and forth sloppiness going back. Bustamante picks it up. Stretch pass to Grant, but behind him, so that's going to go for icing. 9:39 left here in the second period. Back and forth action. We have a 1-1 hockey game. Shots equal, 10 for the Blues, 9 for the Ducks. That's surprising. Puck chipped up to Moxham. Moxham met with some pressure. Son comes in to help him out. He chips it up to Lipinski. Lipinski gets it up to Moxham. Moxham cuts down the right-hand wing. He pulls up, centering attempt to Lipinski. Just out of his reach. Blues go the other way, 2-on-2. He comes in, finds it awkwardly in on Koenig. That was weird. It was like a knuckleball. I think it got deflected and then found its way in slowly on Koenig. He was really focused on finding that into his glove. And then some crashing down pressure works through that. So 10-10 shots now, so I guess I had that backwards. Still, it seems like the Ducks have had more offensive zone pressure and opportunities than the Blues, but and Stenari's speed jumps in and off sides. Face off right in front of the Ducks bench. St. Louis comes away with it. They drive it back up, hits the referee. He's going to work off that. Jack comes in and drives it in on the St. Louis goaltender. He kicks it behind his own net. St. Louis comes out the other way. Jack comes in, drives it right back down to Moxham. Picked up by Ben Ivy. He wraps around and sends it in on net. A little bit of a rebound just out of the reach of Stenari or Moxham looking for, or no, Stenari looking for a rebound. Face off to the left of St. Louis goaltender. Puck works its way into the slot, gets knifed back out. Paco picks up it on the corner, gets it back to Niedermeyer. It comes off of his stick and out of the zone. Son drives it all the way back into our own end. St. Louis is going to get to that puck. Chon looking, stretch pass, gets it back to Grant. Grant cuts across the red line, pulls into the right-hand zone, pulls up into the right-hand corner, drops it back to Chon. Chon chips it back down, comes off the wall, weird, comes out of the zone. St. Louis goes the other way. They have a 3-on-2. Wow, puck movement, comes loose. Great save by Koenig. They send it right back out. Another, St. Louis holds the zone. So more mistakes being exposed by the Ducks. St. Louis is able to come in, generate some chances. Another drive in on Koenig. He kicks it into the corner. Ducks wrap it around, and that comes out into the neutral zone. So Chong comes in, cuts that off, enters the zone. Ducks go for a change, so they don't take advantage of that. St. Louis looking for a stretch pass. Stenari off the bench, or Moxham off the bench, avoids a hit smartly. Stretch pass there. Baker picks it up. He's going to backhand it back up, but out of the reach of any St. Louis or Duck player. St. Louis drives it in, and that goes for icing. So Stefanik's going to step in on the faceoff. Lipinski on the right side. Moxham on the left side. He gets tied up on the faceoff. St. Louis comes away with it. They wrap it around. Held in there. Stefanik jumps on a loose puck. He pulls down on the board. Steps off. Steps into the slot area. Centering and pass. Broken up. Loose puck there. Bustamante drops down low. Unable. Now it's a little chip out to St. Louis. Getting again behind. Stefanik on the back check, breaks that up nicely. Gets it over to Bustamante. Bustamante up to Lipinski. Stretch pass over to Stenari, or Moxham. Moxham gains the zone, drives it in deep. Ducks go for a change. Comes out into the neutral zone. Bustamante tracks back. Headman pass, misses his target, but no icing being called for some reason. St. Louis wraps it around. Bustamante's going to generate speed in the zone, drive it into the corner. But Stefanik was pulling out of the corner. And Eisenberg holds that in, drives it back in on net, and covered up by the St. Louis goaltender. So 6:10 left here in the second period. More back and forth action. Jack steps in on the faceoff, pushes it into the corner. Blues wrap it around. Chipped out and gets through. Generates another scoring opportunity. And off the post, driven right back in. Big rebound. Another drive in on Koenig. Drives it over the net. So the Ducks playing with some dangerous mistakes here. Blues go back just outside the zone. Finds its way trickling in on this goaltender with Ben Ivy bearing down. He decides to cover it up. Ducks got to solve the outnumbered rushes that the Blues are creating by chipping it up and getting the odd man rushes. So puck comes around, gets beyond Son. Niedermayer's got to go back, help him out, jump on the loose puck, pulls up in the corner, comes out the other side. Blues go the other way, another 3-on-2, but chipped in, so Niedermayer's going to jump back on there. He's going to chip it up to Grant. Comes out into the neutral zone. Blues go the other way. Son jumps on it at the red line, drives it in, but that's met back out. And another 2-on-1 develops. So Niedermayer back there. He drives it in on Koenig. Koenig picks it up. All kinds of traffic in front of the net. So now the ice is going the other way for the Blues. The Blues are generating all kinds of offensive scoring opportunities with their chips and 2-on-1 odd man rushes. Ducks really got to start solving that here quickly. 4:55 left in the game, left in the second period. Ducks getting outshot now, 17-14. Baker wraps it over to Williams. Williams chips it up to nobody, right back to the Blues end, and here you go. This is what I'm talking about. So the Williams tries to clear, misses the target, comes back to the Blues D. He zips it in and finds the back of the net. Blues take a lead, 2-1 here at 4:45 left in the second period. So mistake after mistake, Blues are capitalizing. Stefanik steps in, chips it up. Baker comes in, levels him, levels the guy trying to enter the zone. Baker's got to be careful, man. He's coming off a broken arm. Gets it up to Stenari. Stenari cuts into the corner. Baker joins the rush really briefly. Comes out, tries to hold it in. Stenari comes in, cuts through the zone. He gets knocked off the puck. Gets chipped out. There's another blue. Here you go. This is what I'm talking about. These chips out into the neutral zone. Comes to the side, picked up by the Blues. Williams chops it back down. Baker's got to go over in the corner and get it. He chips it up. Gets it up to Paco, who gets it up to Williams. Williams generates some speed. Drops it for Lipinski. Lipinski drops down. Big rebound. Picked up by Moxham. Moxham circles out of the corner. Gets it out to Ben Ivy. He picks it up. Shovels it back in on net. Circles out of the corner. Nicely centering attempt. Broken up by the Blues. Here's the chip again. Right here. See, they're all cheating behind. Eisenberg down. Drives it back in low. Lipinski's going to get it over to Ben Ivy behind the net. His centering attempt to his brother Jack. He gets knocked off the puck. Couldn't pull the trigger. It's chipped out. Bustamante steps up on the loose puck and drives it right back into St. Louis's end. But that's going for So I don't know what's going on. The Blues bench is yelling at the refs, but it's an icing call anyways. Face off deep in the Ducks' end. Jack Ivy gets the puck driven in on net. Comes out to Stenari. Stenari chips it up to Jack. Jack pulls in on the left side. He zips it in. Stenari looking for the rebound, but nothing there. And still chipping from the St. Louis bench there. This ref's just sitting there mad dogging the St. Louis bench instead of watching what's going on out in the play. Eisenberg chips it back up to Jack. Jack sends it behind his brother Ben. He recovers. Zips it back over just out of the reach of Stenari. Stenari chips it right back down to Ben. Ben works its way out of the corner. Steps into the slot. Comes off of his stick. Bustamante drives it over to Eisenberg. Eisenberg recovers nicely, chips it down on the midwall. Bustamante chips down. He sends it behind the net. Nobody there. But Ben comes in, picks that up. He goes right back to Bustamante. Bustamante comes right back to Ben Ivy in the near side corner. Comes back to Eisenberg. Goes over to Paco. Paco sends it in. Doesn't make its way in. Gets knifed down. Bustamante picks it up in the corner, goes right back to Paco, drives it right back to Bustamante. His crisis attempt is broken up. Eisenberg picks it up, big rebound. Ben sends it in 2 times. Stenari's got the puck loose, gets it over to just out of the reach of Bustamante, comes back to Paco. Paco goes right. Too much action to keep up with. Blues go the other way. Another 2-on-1 develops. Oh, my goodness, man. Koenig comes out and makes a hell of a save. Another centering attempt goes back. So all kinds of offensive zone pressure by the Ducks, and then it just goes the other way in an odd man rush and creates a scoring opportunity for the St. Louis Blues, and that's the difference in the game right now, 2-1. Ducks ice the puck, but icing's getting waved off. So pressure from the Ducks. Sean's able to chip it in, but it makes its way out. Goes right back to Son. Son met with some pressure, sends it up and turns it over. Here's a turnover again. Blues go the other way. 3-on-2, and that's deflected. Niedermeyer tried breaking up the cross-ice pass and deflects it into his own net. And that's another odd man rush by St. Louis. So 1:16 left here in the game, in the second period. Good thing it's not the game. Ducks got to do some regrouping here. Stefanik steps out for the faceoff, pushes it forward. Niedermeyer grabs the puck, goes right back over to Son. Son goes back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer chips it up to Lipinski. Lipinski comes out, cuts into the corner, met with some pressure, pulls down, center attempt, nobody there. Son drives it back down low. Lipinski's going to pick it up in the near side corner. Center attempt just beyond him. Son holds it in. He picks it up. Big rebound just to the left, out of Moxham's reach. St. Louis sends it up. Niedermeyer steps down. He comes in, zips it in. Big rebound, and Lipinski couldn't pull the backhand on it. Stefanik picks it up. His center attempt to Moxham, and Moxham makes no mistake about it. Nice puck movement. Stefanik picks it up from behind the net, backhands it over to Moxham in front, and he finds the back of the net here with 30 seconds left in the second period. Ducks get back in it, 3-2. So Jack Ivey steps up, pushes the puck forward, comes back to Son. Son gets met with pressure, gets it up into the neutral zone. Blues work it through there. Niedermeyer steps up on him. Jack Ivey sends it over to Son. Son reverses it back, but Jack was peeling away from the corner. So battle for it here. Holding being called. Let's see who that's going on. So the Blues are going to the box. Blues are going to the box for holding, so the Ducks are going to get their first power play opportunity here. See if they can tie the game with this chance. Jack Ivey threw the faceoff, and that's it for the second period. Ducks are going to have a full power play opportunity, 2 minutes going into the third period. Out Chon on the left wing, Stenari on the right wing, Bustamante and Niedermeyer on the back end. And Stefanik wins it back to Niedermeyer. He regroups back to Bustamante. Bustamante generates some speed, cuts across the red line, pulls up into the St. Louis zone. Chips it into the corner. Stefanik picks that up. He's met with some pressure there. Bustamante walks the blue line, gets it over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer backhands it out. Nice little shot. Big shot by Stenari on the side, and it's loose, and the goaltender reaches out and finds it there. So great little scoring opportunity here right off the bat. Face-off coming to the left of the St. Louis goalie. Ducks staying with this line here. Chon steps in to take the face-off. Pushed into the corner by St. Louis. They wrap around. No pressure over there, so they're able to chip it out and jump on it here. Niedermeyer back in the corner. Chon picks it up, cuts through, chips it up to Stefanik. Stefanik pulls up on the right wall, zips it in behind. Stenari in on the forecheck, comes out. Chon's got it. Center attempt. Had Niedermeyer on the right side, but hopped over his stick. Comes right back to Niedermeyer. He gets it right back down to Stefanik. Stefanik pulls out of the corner. His center attempt broken up by St. Louis. St. Louis goes the other way, and look at this here. Nice recovery by Bustamante, or it would have been a breakaway all alone. St. Louis goes for a change. So do the Ducks. Stretch pass comes off of Ben Ivey's stick, picked up by Bustamante. He generates, and now they're going to catch it. Ducks finally got an odd man rush. Ben comes in, zips it in. Bustamante just misses the tip. Jack jumps on the loose puck and sends it in, and that's he holds it, recovers it, gets chipped away from him. Drop pass to Grant. Grant gets it back to Bustamante. Winds up, big rebound. And another back and forth, and it looks like Ben got hit in the face with the puck. Comes back to Bustamante. He walks the blue line. Williams chips it into Grant. Grant picks it up in the corner. Bustamante goes for a change. Williams drops right back down to Ben. Ben recovers from the puck in the face, chips it over to Grant. Grant has it on the back end. St. Louis kills the penalty off. They come out of the box. Even strength comes out to Ben Ivey. Ben circles away from pressure. Cuts across the red line. Goes into the corner, avoids a check, has brother back in the slot, and he gets through. Nice little shuttle pass, but the goaltender comes up with a huge save. Comes back, Baker picks it up on the back end. He comes in to the zone, gets met with some pressure on the entry. Williams covers that. Ben walks the line nicely for Lipinski to get on sides. He zips it over into the left-hand side of this goaltender, reaches out, puts a glove on it. So, center attempt broken up. St. Louis jumps on the loose puck. They're able to hoist it out into the neutral zone. Niedermeyer picks it up there. Looks to go the other way. Chips it up. And St. Louis drives it right back in. Son's got to go back in there into the corner. He wins that battle to the race. Nice little chip, 2-on-2. Moxham and Paco into the zone. He gets it right back to Paco, but out in front of him into the far side corner. Met with some pressure. Lipinski puck comes loose to Moxham. He tried to feed it right back to Lipinski, but that gets broken up. Comes back into the neutral zone. Moxham regroups and chips it into the St. Louis zone. Ducks go for a change. Cuts it back. Comes right back to Son. Son goes over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer gets it up to Lipinski. Moves it cross ice to Moxham. That comes off of his stick and goes the other way. So battle for it through the neutral zone. St. Louis chips it in and they go for a change. Niedermeyer picks it up. Ducks go for a change. Niedermeyer generates some speed, cuts through, goes cross ice, nobody over there. St. Louis picks that up. Comes out to Niedermeyer again. He holds up. John touches up. Ducks are on sides. Grant comes off the bench with some speed. Tries to chip it to himself, but gets broken up. St. Louis jumps on the loose puck. They go high off the glass through the neutral zone. Bustamante is going to pick that up on the back end, chip it up to Grant. Comes off of his thing, so back and forth through the neutral zone. Back to Bustamante. Bustamante cross ice to Chon. Chon feeds it to Stefanik, chips it over to Grant. So battle for it right here in the neutral zone. Neither team can get entry. Now the Ducks do. Chon goes down the right side, cutting down. He comes in. And wow, what a save. I thought Chon made a nice move and found the back of the net, but the goaltender stays with it and keeps it out. So now the Ducks have a 27-20 shot advantage, but they're down 3-2 with 10:22 left in the game. St. Louis drives it around. Comes across, comes through the neutral zone. They zip it over far side. They come in, zip it wide into the near side corner. Comes back to their D, but that's cut off by Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy's trying to chip it up to himself. Comes to brother Jack. Jack comes in, zips it in, deflected wide behind the net. Jack picks up the loose puck, comes out. That's cleared out. Comes back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg drops down, zips it wide. Oh. Jack drives it down to Stenari. Puck works its way to Bustamante. He picks it up on the half wall, circles into the corner. Looking to center. He reverses it right back down to Stenari. And the St. Louis come away with it. Stretch pass. Knifed down by Patco. But another odd man opportunity, but the back check comes in. They shuttle it in on Koenig. He's got to put his glove over it with the bearing down St. Louis player. So face-off coming to the left of Koenig. 9:18 left in the game. Ducks down 3-2. St. Louis goes back to their D. They drive it into the far side corner, wraps around, near side. Center attempt, broken up by Patco. Patco reverses it back over to Baker. Baker comes out of the corner. He chips it up to Patco. Patco gets it. He chips it up to Moxham. Moxham goes over to Lipinski. Lipinski centering attempt broken up by St. Louis, and they go the other way. Now Lipinski comes back, recovers. St. Louis is unable. Williams holds it in, drives it right back into the corner. Moxham in on chase. Puck works its way out in the neutral zone. Williams gets it over to Lipinski. Lipinski drives it in, but that's deflected back out into the neutral zone. And St. Louis is able to work their way into the zone, zip it in on Koenig. He tracks it into the midsection, no rebound. So 8:29 left here. Ducks drive it up. St. Louis holds it in. Sean tried to step in and pick it up. Sean circles back through the neutral zone, makes a nice little cut, across the red line, pulls in. He comes in and finds it. Sean comes in, uses the D as a obscurity, and block it. It rips it past the goaltender. He was unable to pick up the puck as Sean shot it through the defender. And the Ducks tie the game here. 8:12 left in the game. 3-3. So Stefanik pulls in, wins it back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer chipped it up to Grant. It didn't come off the wall the way he expected. St. Louis jumps on it, drives it right back into the Ducks' end. Son back there picks it up. He's met with pressure. Puck works its way over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer chips it up to Grant. Grant gets it over to Sean. Sean streaks in on the left side. Centering attempt, nicely picked up by the streaking Grant. Sean's pressure streaking down the left side, zips it in, big rebound into the slot. Grant's there, and all he has to do is snap it past the St. Louis goaltender. Ducks take a 4-3 lead here, 7:39 left in the game. So here we go. Jack steps in on the faceoff, gets it over to Stenari. Stenari gets it back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg works it over to Bustamante. Bustamante drops it right back to Eisenberg into his feet. He's got to recover. He's got met with some pressure. So can't be having more mistakes here. Let's see. Gets it chipped up to Stenari out of his reach, and it's going to go for icing. So Ducks score twice here in the third period to take a 4-3 lead. 7:20 left in the game. Face-off deep in the Ducks' end. St. Louis wins the face-off, comes over to Stenari or Moxham. Ben Ivy tries to poke it forward, gets poked out of his way. Bustamante's got to go back, pick it up in the far side corner. Chipped up to Stenari. Stenari pulls up on the in the zone, pulls the puck up on the boards, waits for some help. Now it gets forced into St. Louis's end. St. Louis breaking out on the near side here. Held in nicely by Paco. Chipped down to Moxham. Paco drives it back into the corner. Moxham and Lipinski behind the net with some pressure. St. Louis comes out the other way. They go high off the glass and are able to clear it out, and that's going to go for icing.
Let's go, boys!
So face-off coming deep in the St. Louis zone. Pushed into the corner. Blues go high out. Baker picks it up on the red line. Gets met with some pressure here. Fights through that. Gets it up to Moxham. Gets it over to Lipinski now. Lipinski pulls down the right side. Shot blocked into the corner. Comes out to Paco. Paco tried to chip it through. Lipinski tried to swing and send it in, but fans on that attempt. Blues go the other way. Paco on the back check. Blues drop it in. Baker picks it up. He chips it up to Moxham. Moxham comes off the wall. It goes right back down. Baker gets it over to Williams. Williams chips it up to Lipinski. Lipinski pulls in, gains the red line, dumps it deep. Ducks go for a change. Get some fresh troops. Stretch pass gets deflected. St. Louis dumps it in, goes for fresh change. Williams picks it up on the side, sends it up to Chon. Chon gains the red line. He cuts around some pressure, gains entry into the zone, pulls up nicely, gets it over to Grant, spins away from pressure, gets it to Grant. Grant drops it back to Niedermeyer. He snaps it in. And Chon looking for the rebound, but St. Louis goaltender sucks it into the midsection and doesn't let anything fall to the ice. Stefanik tried to chip it down, chips it into the near side corner here. Chon chips it right back down to Stefanik. Gets pressured off the puck. Comes out, Son holds the blue line. He winds up, shot blocked, back into the corner, picked up by Chon. Chon tries to work through traffic. St. Louis picks it up. They're able to hoist it out. Gets past Son. Back check, nice back check. Son chips it up to Chon. Chon's going to generate some speed. He stick handles and loses the puck at the blue line, causes offsides. So 4:45 left in the game. Ducks with the 4-3 lead. 22 shots to 30. Face off outside the St. Louis zone. Jack, Ivy. St. Louis comes away with it. Jack chips it up just out of the reach of his brother Ben. Eisenberg comes in to support. Ben comes in. Flips it into and behind the net. Tries to go down and get his own rebound. He does. Centering attempt. Picked up by Grant, but then he gets a stick lifted. St. Louis comes away with it. Makes a nice move. Another 2-on-1 develops. Broken up nicely by Bustamante. Puck works its way out. No, St. Louis holds it in the zone. Bustamante forces his guy into the corner. Eisenberg chips it up, but misses his target. Blues jump in, so I have it right back in. That's deflected. Stenari plays the puck, but not with the high stick, so refs wave that off. The dump in blocked by a St. Louis player. St. Louis goes the other way. Williams chops the puck off of his stick. Comes through the neutral zone. Williams jumps on that. Ducks on side. He steps in, zips it in on the goaltender who gloves it. So face-off coming to the left of St. Louis goalie. 3:34 left in the game. Stefanik chips it into the corner. St. Louis wraps it around. Puck comes out. Baker steps up on the blue line, holds it in. Baker gloves it down to his thing, holds it in. Cross ice attempt over to Lipinski, gets the puck chipped over his stick. He drives it back down low to Moxham. He gets the puck chipped beyond him. Baker steps down, tries to get it back to Stefanik, doesn't get all of it. Creates an odd man rush again by St. Louis. They zip it in on Koenig. He reaches out with the glove. So again, weak on the stick, not getting it back, and creates a odd man rush for St. Louis, and Koenig comes up with the save. So face off deep. Niedermeyer picks it up. He's met with some pressure behind the net. Puck comes loose over to Chon. Chon chips it up, and it works its way out in the neutral zone. Niedermeyer picks up the puck. Headman pass up to Chon. Just out of his reach. St. Louis regroups. Comes the other way. Stretch pass misses. So that's going to be icing. So face-off going back into St. Louis's end. 2:33 left in the game. Stefanik stepping in on the face-off here. It's got Ben Ivy on the right side, Grant on the left, Grant on the right side, Ben on the left side. Son and Niedermeyer on the back end here. Comes back to Ben. Ben drives it back into the corner. Stefanik tries to step around the ref. St. Louis comes away with it. Stretch pass. Chipped in. Son's got to go back and get it in the corner. He gets it, met with some pressure. Fights through that and is able to work it up the wall. St. Louis drives it right back in. Intercepted by Stefanik. He gains the red line, drives it in deep. Ducks go for a change. St. Louis stretch pass. They chip it in, but that's not. Why is that not icing? Niedermeyer picks it up. He's met with some pressure down low. Stefanik comes in, picks up the puck. Stretch pass to Lipinski on the right side. Comes off of his stick. So St. Louis goes the other way. And Stefanik just hoists it back into St. Louis's end. 1:35 left. Stenari in on the forecheck. St. Louis goes the other way. Jack jumps in. Ducks touch up. They drive it back in on St. Louis. Lipinski in on the forecheck. Jack grabs it at the red line, drives it right in. St. Louis goalie plays it, sends it out. So they're having trouble getting it out and anything set up. Niedermeyer picks it up. He's going to hold it and cut off some more time. 1:05 left in the game. Bustamante is getting pinned in deep. His clearing attempts cut off. See, this is why you don't mess around in the offensive zone. St. Louis ups it in. There goes their goaltender. They're going to outnumber. Lipinski's going to pick it up. He's going to be able to clear it out. Chon's comes off the bench, comes off of his stick. Had a wide open net. St. Louis goes the other way. No 6-on-5. St. Louis centering attempt out to Koenig, and they get it out into the slot and backhand it past Koenig. So that's it. 35.8 seconds. St. Louis pulled their goalie. Ducks trying to play it a little safe and kill off time, get burned, and St. Louis ties the game here with 35.8 seconds left and a timeout. So 35.8 seconds, 4-4 game. Ducks out shooting Blues 31-24. Stefanik steps in on the faceoff. Blues pull away with it. Gain entry into the Duck zone. Stefanik jabs it up to Chon. Chon cuts down the right side. Centering attempt over. He gets through. Williams unable to get his stick on it. He steps in. Big zip. Big rebound. Shot just wide of the net. Comes back. Gets the puck chipped in. Here goes St. Louis on a breakaway. 7 seconds left. And they score. This is what, oh my goodness gracious. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut right now. St. Louis is going to win the game. They go in with 4 seconds left. Chip it in. Go in on a breakaway. And there you have it. Holy cows, that's all I can say. So 2 seconds left, that's it. St. Louis wins the game on a bunch of mistakes. Next game coming up, 2 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Speechless.